Hi there, this is a game I'm working on. It's an open world RPG set in a fantasy medieval world and doesn't have a name yet because I genuinely can't think of one that represents this game. My name is Ren. I work as a full-time animator in the games industry, and recently I decided to put none of my industry skills to use and learn to code. So the first thing I want to create for my game is a combat system. One of my favourite games of all time is Dark Souls 3 because of its combat. It somehow manages to be unforgiving but fun. So I want to base my combat system on that and then build more onto it later so that it ends up becoming more unique. This means I will need a stats component to keep track of your health and stamina, a way to attack, block and dodge, a system that supports multiple weapon
AI
types,
for enemies,
a separate AI for bosses which is more challenging. But every game has those things, so that won't be too hard to code. Right. So I started off by having a way to set starting equipment for your character and then kind of just branched off from there. I created some base blueprints such as base weapon, base shield and base equipable. I can make child of these blueprints and that's how I create different weapon types. I've added systems such as the ability to put away your weapon and draw it. This will enable a combat state, meaning you can now attack. I've added a couple different attack types such as the light attack, the heavy attacks, sprinting attacks, and lastly the charged attack. I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty neat. Each attack type drains stamina. I also decided I was going to mess around with root motion a little bit, so I spent about 20 minutes putting together 2 animations for just attacking. The first attempt at putting animations into the game didn't go too well, purely because I forgot to actually animate the root motion, so the character would just move away from the camera whenever he was attacking and then teleport back to where he started. This was mainly a test just to see how easy it is to do this. I also animated the charged attack just to test if super speed looks good with root motion. Personally, I think it does, so I might do more of that when it comes to adding abilities. I've also added a health potion system, so if you lose some of your health, you can quickly regen it. I also created a stats component so that I can set the base stats of different things and also edit those stats. While I was in the testing phase, I also decided I'd test out how rusty my modelling skills are by modelling a sword. Fair to say, they're quite rusty. I quickly textured the sword and then put it in the game to see how it would look, and it looked alright. Now this is cool. I think I'm going to try my hand at making more swords and weaponry just so I can get more used to modelling. Last thing I need to do is make some AI types. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing now with blueprints as I've been using it for quite a bit, so it can't be that hard to add some AI to my game. I'm back. I want to die. After watching a lot of tutorials and a number of Udemy courses, I finally got the AI working. Partially. Not really. Definitely not. They can move and attack, which is good, but there's still some pretty big issues. Biggest issue I've found is sometimes when you hit an enemy, it seems to have some sort of Vietnam flashback. This would be fine if they were like a standard NPC, but when Guruk, King of the Divine, jumps down and says he's gonna rip you limb from limb, you kinda don't expect him to stand there every time you poke him. So I fixed this problem by... Yeah, this is still a massive issue. I genuinely don't know how to fix this. Please help. I honestly plan on just revamping the entire AI system, but for now, it works. I then finished off by adding some UI to the AI and then adding some patrol points so they can walk around. And that's the progress I've made so far. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe, whatever you do. Next time, we're making an inventory system. Somehow.